everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and today I'm here for Vlogmas Day 3. In today's video I am here to do a book haul. This is a rather small book haul. It's not anything huge. I haven't been buying a lot of books honestly this year, guys. I've been using my library a ton, so I have 7 books to show you guys today, so not terrible, but without me rambling on any further, let's jump right in and get started. The first book in this book haul is one I picked up at a thrift store, just kind of on a whim. It's for a upcoming video you guys will be seeing hopefully in the next couple of weeks, definitely by the end of Vlogmas, and that is I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. I'm not going to give away what video this book is for just because I want it to be a surprise, but I have heard about this book for years and years and years, and I had this video concept in my head that I wanted to do for a while, so I figured when I saw this at the thrift store I might as well pick it up. This is a YA contemporary novel, which is something I haven't read in many years. It is following twins, Jude and Noah, and they were once incredibly close, but they have since drifted apart, and we're basically following them as they're trying to come back together and reunite. I again have heard many good things about this book. I don't think I've heard a single bad review of this, so that's saying a lot. Again, YA contemporary is something I haven't read in ages, but I'm excited to see what my thoughts are. So we have a book about actually already read. I read this at the very beginning of the year, so I will be talking about more of my thoughts in my end of the year content. But that book is Dying Inside by Pete Wentz, graphic novel, which I haven't read a graphic novel besides this one. I read this at the very beginning of the year in like 5+ years. I used to read Saga all the time when Saga was coming out on a more regular basis, but I have really need to get back into that world as well. But when I saw that Pete Wentz, who is the bassist and lyricist for the band Fall Out Boy, one of my favorite bands of all time, and he's also the author of my favorite book of all time, Grey, came out with this book, I'm like, I need to pick it up. So I'm not going to give too much away about the plot of this because it's so short, I feel like I would get into a lot of spoilers, but we are basically following our main character. Her name is Ash, and we are following her last day on Earth. And that's all I'm going to say because, again, this is such a short graphic novel. It's less than 100 pages. I think it's like 80 pages maybe. That the whole plot is basically in the synopsis on the back. But I read this at the beginning of the year. I absolutely loved it. I gave it a 5 out of 5. I will say definitely check trigger warnings before diving into this. If you are interested, I loved it personally, but definitely be forewarned, there is some graphic content in there, but I did really like it, and I'm excited to hear anybody else's thoughts if you have read this as well. 4 books in this haul I've actually already talked about in my winter TBR video that I posted on day 1 of Vlogmas. I'll link that up in the cards for you guys, but I'm going to talk about them here and why I picked them up as well. Next book in this haul is part of the TBR I just mentioned that I posted on day 1 of Vlogmas, and that is A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. I went to TBR, so if you guys want to see that video, it'll be linked in the cards. But I picked this up again. This is one I've been hearing about for many years, well before I started BookTube. And I saw it again at the thrift store, and I figured, why not give it a shot? The adult contemporary novel is following 4 college roommates who are going to move to New York to fulfill a dream of fame, and mainly following our main character Jude, who is a man who has suffered unspeakable childhood trauma, and it has scarred him for life. That's all I really know. I heard this book is going to make me absolutely sob my eyes out, which is something I'm a little bit nervous about going in. But again, I've heard so many amazing things about this. I've heard some mixed reviews as well, but not very many. I've mostly heard amazing reviews. So we'll see what my thoughts are when I finally do dive in. I feel like that was a part of that winter TBR is also going to be part of a video you guys are going to be seeing sometime next week. It's going to be Mistborn: The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson. So this is the UK edition. I did pick this up when I was in the UK over the summer, and I love this edition. I've always wanted these ever since I started hearing about Sanderson's world. I love the illustrations on the front. I think they're so pretty. And I am currently reading this, so I'm really excited to share my thoughts. Adult fantasy novel. This is the first in a very long series. There's technically 6 books, but they're 2 different trilogies, and it's part of the Cosmere. We are following 2 main characters primarily. There's a few other characters sprinkled in as well, and they are living in a world where the bad guys won the war. And we're following them as they are, trying to bring down the bad guys. And in this world, there's also people who are called Mistborns. They have the power of allomancy, which means they can consume metals and get their power that way. I am a little over halfway through. I'm absolutely loving this. So you guys will be seeing my full reading vlog of me reading this for the first time sometime next week. but I can't wait to share my full thoughts. We have The Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter, another adult fantasy book. This is another very popular one here on BookTube, another one I actually picked this one up at Savers, and I've been hearing great things about this for a while as well, and I actually really like this cover as well. Very pretty. This is one I don't know a ton about personally, but I'm going to read you what I do know from the back of the book, and it has been compared to Game of Thrones meets Gladiator, which I did read Game of Thrones just a couple months ago for Read It or Delete It and absolutely loved it. So I'm excited to hear something compared to that. I'm going to say is what it again says on the top, and it says, a world caught in an eternal world war, one young man will become his people's only hope for survival. Again, that's all I know, and that it's been compared to Game of Thrones meets Gladiator. I'm really excited to dive in. A lot of people love it, so I'm excited to have big, chunky fantasy to read this winter. Last book of the book haul, we have The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin. This is one I don't personally know a ton about. I also picked this up at Savers the same time as The Rage of Dragons. And this is a adult science fiction novel. I believe it's actually dystopian, which sign me up. That's my favorite genre to read. And we are following the aftermath of an earthquake from what I am gathering from the back once again. And there's something about a murdered son and missing daughter, and there's also betrayal. That's all I'm going in knowing. I've again heard nothing but fantastic things about this. I love the cover as well. Very pretty. I can't wait to dive in. The last book of the book haul was actually a gift for my birthday from my best friend, so thank you to her if she's watching. And that is The Air is Poor. This is the unofficial ultimate Taylor Swift cocktail book. This again was a gift from my best friend for my birthday back in July. And I absolutely think it's absolutely hysterical. I'm a massive Swiftie myself. Anything Taylor Swift related is right up my alley. I'm personally not a big drinker, but I did look through this. There is some non-alcoholic drinks sprinkled in as well, so it's one for all ages. This cover cracks me up. The back is so pretty with all the different drinks on it. I love it, and I can't wait to make drinks from it. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give a big thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already for future Vlogmas content just like this every day leading up to Christmas. Let me know in the comments down below, have you guys read any of these books, what your thoughts are, anything at all. I'd love to hear. And as always, all my social media links are linked down below if you guys want to follow me on any of those. With all being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 4. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!